It's a life he always dreamed of, but one that hasn't come easy. At just 11, Reon Nowlan's father was murdered. He was abused at a boys' home, and from there, it went downhill.
From there, I was continually looking for something to make me feel better about myself. So I turned to the streets, started doing crime, drinking alcohol, burgling houses for alcohol, then turned to drugs.
The 31-year-old spent nearly a third of his life in jail before deciding it was time to change.
I just didn't want to be 40, 50, 60 in prison, involved with gangs and that kind of lifestyle. Once
he got out, he credits the Salisbury Street Foundation for helping him reintegrate into society.
So that was a big changing point for me. That's where I learnt who I was, you know, like, and I started to believe what they were saying to me.
And what he's learnt, he's now passing on to others.
Even me just turning up to work and them knowing that I was a hardcore criminal, it's kind of showing that it can be done.
Salisbury House has been operating since 1979, taking up to 11 offenders at any one time from all around the country.
The majority of people who come through this program are high profile or high risk offenders, recidivists, people who have offended since a very young age, or people who have committed sexual crimes and murder.
As well as learning the basics, they're also introduced to the latest technology.
The iPads and iPhones are way beyond most of them. So we try and bring them into today. We teach them about this stuff.
One of the Foundation's trustees, himself a former inmate, says the help they get is vital.
It treats inmates at that crucial point when they get out of prison and they're trying to find their feet and make a new life for them themselves on the outside. That's when a lot of people fall over.
He says the Foundation's work pays off.
So about 60% of the people who go through and complete the program go on and don't reoffend. That means 40% do reoffend. But that's a lot better than the 86% who reoffend in the nationwide figures.
But it's not all about statistics. For some, it's the first time they feel someone cares.
Most of my life I sort of felt I didn't fit in, so it wasn't okay to ask for help. But yeah, sort of learning stuff here, they become like family. Yeah, it's like probably the first time in my life I felt I belong somewhere and that I can offer society something positive rather than negative all the time.
And some residents now regard Reon as a role model.
I've done time with Reon, and to come here and to see him where he's at in his time of life for him at the moment is really inspirational.
He gives them hope because they can see things that Reon's doing and achieving and think, well, I can do that. Yeah, I can.
But Reon's achievements are far from over. He's already a Canterbury road race champion and is planning to compete in Belgium next year.
It's hard for me to say that my life can get any better, because I've been dreaming about this life since I was young, because I had nothing. For me, it can't get any better than this.
Whatever happens from here, Reon is determined to help others on a journey to change their life. Lela-Anne Fraser, Metro News.